This introduction to the Switchboard eLog app steps through a series of screenshots to demonstrate essential usage for drivers. On the home screen of this Android tablet, the Switchboard app icon appears here. Tap the icon to run the eLog app. The first screen of the Switchboard app is a login screen where you input your username and password assigned by your office or assigned by TrackM2M. The login screen will always be presented after the tablet has been powered up. Enter your username and password and tap Sign In to proceed. On the next screen, you will select the truck and trailer. Tap the truck number field to open the screen where you can select your truck. Tap the truck number. Perform the same steps to select the trailer. If you have a shipping document number, enter this into the shipment ID field. If you do not have a shipping document number, tap the checkbox labeled as None. Tap the next button to proceed. Next is the Engine Control Module, or ECM, connection screen where a Bluetooth connection is established with the truck's ECM. Look for your device serial number in the scan list to tap the Connect button to the right of the serial number. When you see the connected status, tap the Finish button to proceed. The home screen of the eLog app is now displayed. The Driver button provides the most common functions needed throughout the work shift. Tap the Driver button to proceed. On the driver screen, the duty status circles indicate the current status is off duty. There's a group of countdown timers that show remaining driving time, on-duty shift time, total shift time, and cycle time. In the bottom right, the duration of the current status is shown. Here is a shortcut button for viewing the logs. To start a work shift, tap the on-duty button. This screen shows a list of duty status notes. Some note selections initiate other actions. For example, selecting the pre-trip note will launch the Driver Vehicle Inspection Record, or DVIR form. Tap the next button to proceed. On the next screen, it is possible to add more comments. Tap the Do Inspection button to open the Vehicle Inspection form. You can switch to different screens of the DVIR form by tapping the next button or selecting any tab along the top. On the defects page, vehicle defects can be reported using the Add Defects button. Tap the next button to proceed to the next page. The other page contains other information such as the time that the vehicle inspection was started. Tap the next button to proceed to the final page. The signature page is where you can sign the vehicle inspection form. Tap Click to Sign to apply your signature. The first time running the app will present a screen to enter your signature. Afterward, your signature is always available, even on different tablets. Tap the Finish button to complete the vehicle inspection. If you tap the Finish button when there has been less than 15 minutes of on-duty time, a message will appear warning about inspection time being less than 15 minutes. For this demonstration, No will be selected here to return to the vehicle inspection form to complete the circle check. After the circle check is completed, the Finish button is tapped again to proceed to the driver screen where the 15 minutes of on-duty time is indicated in the bottom right corner. At this point, you can start driving the truck and the duty status will automatically switch to driving status. Other functionality of the eLog app will now be explained. Tap the back button in the top left corner to return to the eLog home screen. To view the logs, tap the View Logs button. This opens the View Logs menu screen that contains several functions. To view the logs, tap the View Logs button. Here you can see the log graph along the top of the screen and the event list along the bottom of the screen. The red circle with the plus in the bottom right corner shows a menu for editing logs. Now tap the back button in the top left to return to the View Logs menu. The next function is Trip Inspection. Tap into this section if you need to reach the vehicle inspection form without going through the steps explained earlier. Use the red circle with the plus in the bottom left corner to add vehicle inspection reports if needed. Tap the back button in the top left to return to the View Logs menu. Note the red circle showing a warning mark. This red circle warning indicates that there are logs that need to be certified. Tap the Certify Logs button. A screen is presented asking if you wish to certify each individual log date or certify all logs at once. For this demonstration, Individual is selected. Next you see a list of all uncertified logs. For this example, tap the log of May 18th. This will display the log graph with Back and Accept buttons along the bottom. Tap the Accept button to certify the log for May 18th. Tap the Agree button to complete the certification. Notice that the May 18th log is no longer showing in the uncertified log list. Repeat these steps for other logs until all logs are certified and the list is empty. Tap the Back button in the top left to return to the View Logs menu. Tap the Back button in the top left to return to the eLog home screen. Another important function of an eLog is how to show or email logs to a compliance officer. Use the Show Officer button on the home screen to start this process. First, a screen with helpful explanations is presented. Tap the OK button to proceed. Next, you see a graph of the log for the current date. There is a date control at the center of the screen that allows moving to other dates. This view of the log is suitable to show directly to an officer on screen. Suppose the officer asks the logs to be emailed. Tap the menu near the top right corner. Tap Share Logs in the menu. Tap CA or USA depending on the country you are reporting to. Tap Email in the menu. A screen is presented asking for a comment and an email address. The comment will be provided by the officer. The email address will also be provided by the officer. Try entering your own email address to practice. Tap the Send to Email button. Tap the back button in the top left to return to the eLog home screen. Notice that you must enter your password to return to the home screen. This password requirement blocks the officer from potentially viewing other details that are beyond their compliance scope. From the home screen, changing duty status to off-duty will now be demonstrated. Tap the Driver button. Tap the Off-Duty button. Select a specific reason from the list or use the default Other if no listed reasons apply. Tap the Next button to proceed. Enter a comment or leave the comment field blank. Tap the Done button. You are now in off-duty status. Now some top right functions are explained. Notice the Bluetooth icon. If the Bluetooth icon shows a red color, the Bluetooth connection to the ECM has been lost. Usually the Bluetooth will automatically reconnect itself within several seconds or a few minutes. Notice the circle icon with warning mark. Tapping this circle opens a menu with some selections. For example, the engine connection selection can be tapped to visit the Bluetooth connection screen if needed. Tap the back button in the top left to return to the eLog home screen. The icon in the furthest top right position contains the logout option to log out of the eLog app. That's all for now. Drive safe, be kind, and enjoy the ride.